Hello there, it's Samantha. So today I'm coming to you with my 4 years on BookTube celebration. So on the 23rd of May, I celebrated my 4-year BookTube anniversary. I actually cannot believe that I've been doing this for 4 years. It's absolutely crazy. I'm happy to say that I've been in the community for such a long time because this community has honestly just been so great. I'm not quitting anytime soon. Here's to 5 years. Anyway, but today I'm going to be doing my Q&A. Probably a couple months ago I put out a video asking for questions and I got a couple, so I'm going to answer them. And yeah, so the first question I'm going to answer is from Girl About Library. She says, well, first of all, she says congrats on 4 years. And she also says your OOTD in this video looks super cute, so thanks again. And she asks, where do you love shopping? So I tend to do a lot of my shopping at Forever 21. They just always have really good sales and they have really cute affordable clothes. But apart from Forever 21, I do shop at H&M sometimes and also Primark. The next question comes from Deanna A. Well, she first of all says you look so much like, I don't know if this Yvonne Rachel Wood, or is it Evan? Because it looks like Evan or Yvonne Rachel Wood, who I looked up and I don't see it. And she asks, what are some of your favorite movies / TV shows of all time? Oh, we're gonna be here for a while. Okay, first of all, movies. I mainly watch rom-coms. That's like my favorite type of movie to watch. There's obviously Crazy Stupid Love. It's a classic. What Happens in Vegas, also great. The Proposal, solid movie. She's the Man, also fantastic. Maid of Honor, 27 Dresses. There are just so many that I love. I'm probably forgetting a bunch, but yeah, those are like some of my favorite movies. I also really love Guardians of the Galaxy and Guardians of the Galaxy 2, and also Beauty and the Beast. I watched Beauty and the Beast 6 times in 2017, and 3 of those times was in the cinema. Yeah, I really love that movie. I really love Mulan and also Aladdin. Those are the 2 best Disney movies. Fight me if you want to, but they're the best. Those are all the movies I can think of off the top of my head. I'm definitely forgetting some, but I can't sit here for hours. And in terms of TV shows, there are a lot. So there's obviously Parks and Rec, The Office, but the US version, Modern Family, Friends, That 70s Show. I love That 70s Show. Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I absolutely adore that show. I really liked The Vampire Diaries when it was running, the originals as well. White Collar. I loved How I Met Your Mother, apart from the last season. That was crappy. What else? Oh, Queer Eye is a fantastic TV show, and if you haven't watched that, get on it. Season 2 comes out on June 15th and I'm so excited. That's all I can think of for right now. So next question comes from Alyssa from Pucks and Paperbacks. And her first question is, how have your reading habits changed since starting BookTube? I read a lot more. I had only just started getting back into reading when I started my BookTube channel. Now I read typically 50 books a year. Yeah, I definitely read a lot more. I also read more critically. I definitely look at things with a more critical eye. Also, I rate books. Before, I never used to rate books. I wouldn't think how many stars I'm gonna give this. I would just be like, oh, that was good, or oh my god, that was terrible. I'd never used to give it a star rating, but that's more probably because of Goodreads. But I use Goodreads because of BookTube. I had no idea what it was until I joined BookTube. So also I use Goodreads. So her second question is, what is a book you're glad to have read from BookTube? There are just so many books out there that I wouldn't have picked up if I hadn't been on BookTube. Scythe, that's a recent favorite of mine, and I never would have read that if I hadn't been on BookTube and heard about it here. Fangirl as well by Rainbow Rowell. Loved that book. I wouldn't have read it if it weren't for BookTube. So most of the books I read are because of BookTube. So just all of my favorite books that I've read since joining BookTube, I'm thankful to BookTube for those books. And my final question is from Ryan R, and he asks, what made you want to become a YouTuber? Okay, so I initially started out on a different YouTube channel. I used to post just chatty videos, and then I tried to do makeup videos and stuff like that. I started that channel when I was about 14 because I was going through a really rough time. From the age of about 13 onwards, I started to develop an eating disorder. When I was about 13, 14, I was suffering really badly from my eating disorder. I was very much overweight, and also at the same time I was suffering from depression and anxiety. I just felt so hopeless, and one of the things that I would do to make myself feel better was I would watch YouTube videos, and I loved watching Dad Is on Fire and Amazing Phil and all sorts of the original YouTubers. I used to watch beauty videos as well, and it just really inspired me because I found it so helpful to watch it. I decided to try and create it, and then whilst I was doing the other YouTube videos, I discovered this wonderful thing called BookTube, and I took part in a readathon, and then I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna make a BookTube channel because I would rather make a different space to talk about books. Then I joined the BookTube community because I wanted to talk about books. Essentially, the main reason I started BookTube was because I found that YouTube videos were helpful for me to watch, so I thought creating them would also be being in a creative mindset would make me feel better and not focus on all the terrible things that were going on in my head at the time. And it worked, and actually I'm now in such a better place. I do think BookTube has definitely played a part in helping me. Thanks to BookTube for being there for me. Anyway, I really did not want to leave this video on a sad note, but I didn't mean to leave that question to last. Sorry for getting deep. Anyway, that is going to be all for today's video, so I hope you liked it. If you did, please give a thumbs up. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe down below. I upload videos on Mondays and Fridays, and now that it's the summertime, I might upload more often than that. Who knows? That's going to be all for today's video, and I will see you very soon with another video. Bye!